Now, the US Treasury Secretary described the announcement today that the US taxpayer is preparing to invest up to $250 billion in the banking industry. The plan is to buy stakes in America's major banks to boost confidence in the industry. But to a Republican administration committed to the free market, the move is hard to stomach. From New York, Laura Trevelyan reports.
The kings of capitalism, the biggest banks in the richest country in the world. But so great is the financial crisis that the US government has been forced to go against the free market values so central to this nation and actually take stakes in the banks.
That these measures are not intended to take over the free market, but to preserve it. The measures I have announced today are the latest steps in this systematic approach to address the crisis.
The US government is also taking steps to guarantee lending and make sure money doesn't freeze up. The original bailout plan was to buy up the bad mortgage debt weighing down so many banks. But that alone didn't reassure traders or unfreeze the credit markets. Hence this drastic part nationalisation of the banks.
Government owning a stake in any private US company is objectionable to most Americans, me included. Yet the alternative of leaving businesses and consumers without access to financing is totally unacceptable.
So far, governments around the world have spent up to $520 billion buying stakes in banks. The strategy was the brainchild of Britain, where banks claimed $65 billion from the $88 billion on offer. It was then used in the Eurozone, where countries spent a total of $198 billion. To the east, Qatar has injected $6 billion into its banks. And today, the US government has confirmed it's taking a $250 billion share in American banks.
But these are volatile times, and the underlying fear for investors is whether enough has been done to avert a global recession.
By the closing bell on Wall Street, the initial surge in share prices following news of the government's dramatic intervention had faded. The Dow Jones closed down less than 1%.
Is this the move that prevents the recession?
That's the question everyone's asking. Does taking stakes in the banks help people worried about their jobs?
I think it's too late to prevent the recession. This puts a bottom on how low that recession will go and gives people hope that there will be lending to companies again, that small businesses will be able to have the money to grow.
After weeks of turbulence, now Wall Street's watching to see if the banks make it cheaper to lend money so people start spending. Laura Trevelyan, BBC News, New York.